moms, welcome back to my channel, Home and Arrows. My name is Shirley and I'm a homeschooling mom to 5 kids that I like to call my arrows. And here on my channel, if you're new, I love every week to pull up at my kitchen table and chat with you about different things pertaining to mom life. I am especially passionate about encouraging moms to cheerfully embrace the short season of motherhood that they have their arrows at home with them. And today, I cannot believe that the month of August marks the 1-year mark since I have started my YouTube channel. And so today I thought it would be fun to chat with you a little bit about how and why I decided to start my channel and if I plan to continue or not. In August of 2019, and I can vividly remember in January of 2018 where I was and the moment that I felt God drop something random in my heart. I was in my bedroom when I had the thought, start a YouTube channel. And on the heels of that thought, I immediately thought, God, there is no way that I can start a YouTube channel. See, in that season of my life, I was working part-time at my church. So I was gone 2 full days from the house working in the church office. I was teaching for a company called VIP Kid. I was running my own Etsy shop, and I was homeschooling 5 kids and trying to run a house and all the things that come with that. And I was seriously drowning. And I thought, God, there is no way that I can add another plate to the ones that I'm already spinning. Well, long story short, a few weeks go by and I started to feel the Lord speaking to me about something completely different. I really felt like He was telling me that my season of working on staff at the church part-time was coming to an end. And I really could not wrap my brain around that or understand how He could possibly be in that, because I love my church. I love the ladies that I worked in the office with, and I just have such a heart and a passion for ministry. But I just couldn't shake the feeling that God was trying to transition me out of one season and into another. So after many weeks and probably actually months of more prayer, I felt like God was showing me a possible person that could take my place. I remember finally sitting down with my senior pastors and sharing my heart with them. And the girl that I suggested is now currently in the position that I was in, and she is rocking that role and doing what she's called to do. And I feel like now I am in a new season and in a new place, doing exactly what I feel like God is calling me to do. Now on the other side of it, I can see how it was absolutely Him being in that move. Well, while all of that was going on, from January to about July, because I committed to stay on staff through the next VBS, which was going to be in like July, I could not get away from that nagging feeling of starting a YouTube channel. So after my church commitment was up, I found myself with just a little bit of extra time on my hands, and I really kept feeling the Lord nudging me that now was the time to start. And I totally felt like Moses. I was like, God, I will do this YouTube thing, but I have to know that you are in it. I felt a lot like Moses, who said in Exodus 33, if your presence doesn't go with us or before us, do not send us out from here. I'm all about people having dreams and desires and goals for their lives. But what's more important to me is me making sure that God is the one who's placed those goals, dreams, and desires in my heart. Because like Psalm 127 says, unless the Lord builds the house, those who labor will labor in vain. And after about 8 months of just going back and forth with it with God, I really knew that He was in it. But then some fears started to creep in. I started to wonder, what on earth are people going to think about me doing this? What do I possibly have to share? Am I going to even be able to come up with enough content to talk about week after week? I also had this thought that promoting the channel was going to feel a lot like me promoting myself. And to have a channel, you need to have thumbnails for your videos. And I knew that those thumbnails were gonna have to have me in them. And so I was gonna have to take like selfies and pictures of myself and put those things out there on social media platforms if I even wanted to have a chance at my channel seeing growth. And so I really especially struggled with that. Just not a selfie person at all. And the thought of me having to take all these pictures of myself and having to put them out there just felt like self-promotion, and I just really didn't like the way that felt. I then went on to share with a few close friends what I was planning to do. And then I got one of two types of responses. I had some friends that were like super encouraging and like, Shirley, you are going to be so great at that. And I'm so glad you're doing this. And I can't wait to watch and all of that. And then I had other friends who were a little more hesitant and like, well, are you sure this is what you're supposed to be doing? Who kind of maybe didn't really understand. And I finally got to a place where I knew that God was in it. I overcame my fears. And then suddenly I just didn't care what anybody thought. All I cared about was obeying God and what I felt like He was telling me to do. And once I kind of crossed that line of just not caring what other people would think about this new crazy venture, I finally felt the freedom to dive in completely. I started to do lots of reading online. I started to watch YouTube videos about how to start a YouTube channel. And I started to just do a whole lot of research on what it would look like. And I started to learn how to edit videos. And in August of 2018, I uploaded my very first video, which I believe I talked about what it was like having 5 kids aged 5 and under. At that point, I made some goals and I told God, I said, God, I'm going to work my absolute hardest to, 1, try to upload at least one video every single week, and to try and reach at least 1,000 subs by the end of a year. So those were the things where I was like, God, that is my part. That is what I will commit to. If you're calling me to do this, I will do what I can. And the rest of it, all of the growth is going to have to be up to you. And isn't it like God? He is always so faithful to do exceedingly and abundantly above all we could ever ask or imagine. And I know that there are channels way, way bigger and who have found much more success than mine has in a year. But for me, having set that goal of 1,000 to be at over 4,000 subs in 1 year, I just can't help but feeling so blessed about that. And something on top of all that I wasn't even expecting was that a few months ago, my channel became monetized, which means that I'm able to earn a little bit of income from doing something that I love. Like, how can you beat that? We're not getting rich around here, but I do spend about 7 to 8 hours a week on every single upload. And so to see a little bit of return on that investment has just been a huge extra added blessing. And so here I am a year later asking myself, God, will I continue doing this? And the resounding answer that I feel in my heart is that He is saying yes to continue. I knew that at the year mark, I would reevaluate everything, see if it was something I was even enjoying doing, seeing if it was something I still felt like He was in. And the answer is yes. So I am recommitting to my channel for 1 more year. And again, I will reevaluate next August. And just you guys, all of the amazingly sweet and kind comments that I've received from you moms, the moms saying that they've found encouragement, the moms saying that they've been blessed by watching a video, the moms that say they have found hope after watching a video, have just encouraged me so much to keep on going. So thank you to all of you who have ever liked or left me a kind comment or put a thumbs up. It's those kinds of things that have really fueled my fire to continue the channel. So I am definitely looking forward to another year of weekly hangouts with all of you guys. In the next few weeks, I plan on uploading some more homeschool related type things because we are now in a season of gearing up for our next homeschool year to kick off. So if that is something you're interested in, I hope you'll stick around for those. All right, mamas, until next time, bye.